Um, mm, we usually before I decide, how I'm gonna approach the summer, I usually watch film on the season. I usually get a breakdown of defensive clips, offensive clips, turnovers, all that stuff, so I can kind of figure out what I did well, what I didn't do well, and what I need to improve on. So I haven't done that yet, but I just say from a physical standpoint, improving my conditioning, being able to guard, you know, some of the best guards on the other team and being able to still contribute at a high level offensively. I think that's the next step in my progression defensively, just continuing to get better so that I can play both ends of the court because it takes a lot of energy. You see a lot of teams, like Clay's in really good shape, being able to guard Dame and still efficiently score, for not only beyond the perimeter but for an entire game. So I say first and foremost, just changing up some of the stuff I do, like swimming, boxing, all that stuff to continue to figure out ways to get in elite shape.
It sounds like a lot of guys are gonna stay to train for
Mm.
What do you think that means, and why do you think so many guys are?
I think for one, it doesn't rain a lot in the summer, so that helps. And just being around the facilities, 24-hour access, you're able to get a lot of things done without a distraction. You go home, you go to certain cities, you either got to pay to get in the gym or you got to worry about people interrupting you while you work out. You can't. I go back to my high school, but sometimes I got to just lock the doors so I can just work out and not have to worry about certain interruptions because you can't get through a full workout when people are coming in to talk to you, even though it's meant to be a compliment to you. It's hard. So I think it helps that, here you just come in, the doors are unlocked, you got your finger scanner, you work out when you want, the weather's nice, you're paying rent here anyway. So it makes sense.
It seems like it speaks a little bit to the culture though that's developing here.
Yeah.
That you and Dane and starting staying here.
Yeah, they see that Dame's here all the time, I'm here, and, why not be here? If you can get some runs in with guys, you can bond with guys, it's a nice city. And we're trending towards the right direction. Being able to get together and work out consistently in the summertime helps build chemistry, helps build cohesiveness and understanding of each other on and off the court. So I think it's important that we're around. I'm not saying you need to be here full time. People got families, and sometimes you just need to get away. Maybe it's a vacation, maybe it's going home. But I think that's a step in the right direction, and I'm sure we'll do another summer trip. Dame and I were already discussing it. We'll figure out the dates and start planning that as well.
How did it feel for you to, grow into this role and have the just happen?
It felt good. It was a long time coming. I put a lot of time in. I sacrificed a lot. I've been through a lot with injuries and stuff, so it was good to get a chance to play my game. It was good to get a chance to play through mistakes and credit the organization for kind of clearing the way and allowing me to do some different things. Play backup point guard, start at the two, and play through turnovers, miss shots. I'm not always going to be the best, but I think that consistently over the course of the season I had a really productive year, and that's a credit to the organization for continuing to develop us, continue to have trust in the development process, and a credit to my work ethic. I have been invited, but my agent and I will discuss, obviously participation and all that stuff. I haven't really thought into it just because of the season, but I love to be a part of the USA basketball.
And then one more, I guess, about that series that you guys just had. It seemed like AC said, it showed us that we're not that far away. How do you feel about what that series showed?
Yeah, you look at how long we led and how often we were leading in the game until they go on a run here or there. It's the little things that separates good teams from great teams, and I think you can see that they're a really good team. Playing at an elite level is the reason why they won so many games. It's the reason why Steph is a two-time MVP. They execute well down the stretch. They're never out of a game. They never really get discouraged because they know they can come back at any point. And I think we're getting to that point with this being our first year together as a unit. A lot of young guys who haven't played in the playoffs, a lot of guys who haven't started for a full season in the NBA and had these type of roles. I think we gelled and meshed really well, but now we know what it's like to play in the conference semifinal game and on the road in Golden State and have them on the ropes. Now we got to figure out, what we need to get better at collectively, how we can individually contribute and take the next step, because I think we're a good team right now, but we're on the doorstep of becoming an elite team.
CJ, how will you feel about Coach Stotts getting an extension?
I think he should get an extension. I'm not sure what type of money he's making right now, but seeing what some of these other coaches are making, I'm sure he'll get paid a pretty penny. Just his ability to relate to players, his ability to make adjustments on the fly. I think, you look at this series, you look at the result, we lost 4-1, but from a coaching standpoint, he did a great job of putting us in a position to succeed. Obviously, some turnovers down the stretch, some missed shots, and he can't control that as a coach. That's on us to execute and deliver down the stretch, but I thought he did a great job, and I'd love to play for him as long as I'm in the NBA.
How valuable was the experience of specifically going
It was a really good experience just because you're playing in a hostile environment. You're playing against a really elite club who's experienced, they're battle-tested. You're going to face different styles of basketball where they play big, sometimes they don't play bigs. They don't run a lot of plays. It's all about flow and playing off each other, sharing the ball, and then out of timeouts, they execute really well when Steve draws up something. So it was good to go through that. It was good to play against the championship level team so you could kind of see where you're at individually, see where you're at as a team. And I think, we'll go back to the drawing board. I'll put my work in like I do every summer and come back a better product. I think defensively they're consistent. They might have laws where they give up points, but they make it tough on you, and they execute their coverages really well. I think that's the next step for us defensively, to be consistent for a full year. I mean, we had spurts where we defended really well. We had maybe a month or two where we were an elite defensive team in the top 5, but to sustain that over a longer period of time will help improve your seeding. It'll help improve, your overall play, and that feeds in the offense.
Jay, have you identified any specific goals for next year? What's your carrot?
I have not. I just want to continue to get more efficient, continue to be a better overall player. Obviously, I think winning Most Improved was a really big step for me, just to see the recognition from the NBA, to see that everybody recognized I improved as a player, and I did get a really big opportunity. But at the same time, a lot of players get opportunities and fail, or they're not ready, or they just aren't, quite frankly, a good NBA player. So to be able to play well and have a good year now with more expectations individually and for us as a team, I look forward to the challenge of getting better, showing a better brand of basketball and improving in all aspects.
Can you imagine that at some point though during the summer you'll say, I want to do this, I want to do that?
I think everybody wants to be an all-star. Everybody wants to experience that stuff. So, I mean, it goes without saying, one day I want to be an all-star. Will it happen? I hope so, but I'm not going to judge my individual success and team success off of that, because Dame didn't make the All-Star game, but he had an All-Star level year, got MVP votes, and will be All-NBA. So I just want to win as much as possible, and knowing that the more you win, the more success you get individually, and the more recognition and respect you get from around the league. So if I do what I'm supposed to do, that stuff will happen on its own. I mean, I think we had a really unique group. They did a great job of putting together like minds, young guys who are easy to talk to. Nobody's really arrogant or overly cocky. We got some ignorant guys on the team. Like, you guys know who's outlandish with his statements. I won't put him out there. He knows who he is. But besides that, I think we all got along well. Everybody spoke their minds. Nobody was afraid to say certain things. If somebody played bad or if somebody wasn't doing things the right way, you could address it, and nobody would, frown or look at you the wrong way. So I like the way our team was put together. I like the work ethic everybody had. This is one of the rare teams where you can hang out with players, off the court. Everybody's got their friends, but I could hang out with any one of the 15 guys off the court and be perfectly comfortable, eat dinner, etc. So, like Ed said, we got a really good unit. A lot of guys made themselves some money this year. A lot of guys' prices went up. So, hopefully we can, rekindle the flame. But if not, we had a good run. We had a good year together collectively, and I wish everybody the best of luck in the free agency process.
One last question for
I think we have a winning culture. We're trending upward with a lot of young talent. And if that's not enough for somebody, they don't deserve to play here.